Let me tell you about Maya Bennett, 40 years old, operations director in Arizona Property Management. She was married to Daniel Bennett for 13 years, and she kept their life organized. Daniel was charming in public, calm in meetings, friendly with neighbors, and careful with appearances. Maya handled the systems, the bills, the taxes, the insurance, the calendars, and the details. Then Daniel filed for divorce without a conversation, and that filing arrived like a slammed door. Maya read his financial disclosure, and her stomach dropped before she reached page 2. Daniel claimed he owned almost nothing, no investments, no properties, no side business, no cash. He listed only a salary and a retirement account, and he acted like that was normal. Maya knew it was impossible because she had seen the deposits and signed the loan paperwork. She remembered celebrating rental purchases and hearing Daniel talk about early retirement confidently. She did not panic. She did what she always did when numbers did not match reality. She documented what she knew, then she hired a forensic accountant to follow the trail. Within 72 hours, the forensic report found every asset Daniel hid in his brother's name. This is the story of how a spouse tried to disappear money and the spreadsheet refused. It started on a Tuesday morning when Maya was served divorce papers at her office. She drove home, sat quietly, and decided she would control the timeline from now on. That night, she called attorney Evelyn Park, family law asset tracing, 15 years experience. Evelyn asked if Maya believed Daniel was lying, and Maya said yes immediately. Evelyn asked what records Maya could access, and Maya said she had partial records. Evelyn told her partial records were enough, because the pattern was strong and consistent. She told Maya to bring bank statements, tax returns, loan documents, and any business paperwork. Maya spent the next morning downloading everything she could, and printing what she already had. 2 years of bank statements, 3 years of tax returns, and a folder of closing documents. She also brought one screenshot she saved months earlier, when Daniel's tone sounded too careful. It was a text where Daniel said he moved things temporarily to his brother for safety. At the time, Maya assumed it meant paperwork, but now she heard the hidden meaning. Evelyn reviewed the packet quickly, then said they needed a forensic accountant immediately. That afternoon, she introduced Maya to Elliot Ruiz, a forensic accountant who lived in numbers. Elliot asked for complete bank statements and complete tax returns, plus any business records. Maya repeated that she had partial access, and Elliot said partials are enough to start. Then he said the first 72 hours matter because concealment creates fresh patterns. Most people hide assets in ways that feel clever, but leave fingerprints they cannot erase. Elliot started with bank statements and built a timeline of outgoing transfers month by month. He flagged recurring transfers to an account labeled BNB Holdings and another labeled Bennett Equipment. He flagged larger transfers that matched dates Maya recognized, property closings and renovation invoices. Then Elliot opened the tax returns and immediately found the first contradiction in plain ink. Schedule E showed rental income, but Daniel's disclosure said he owned no rental properties. That contradiction told Elliot exactly where to dig next, because tax documents dislike lies. The tax return included a K-1 from BNB Holdings, listing Daniel's brother Nathan as owner. Elliot circled it, then said if Nathan owns it on paper, we follow the paper. He pulled public property records, because these do not care about divorce narratives. By day 2 he found 4 rental properties titled under Nathan or under BNB Holdings. 2 properties in Phoenix, 1 in Mesa and 1 in Tempe, all recorded recently. But the mortgage payments came from Daniel's account, and so did insurance and repairs. Elliot built a table showing each property, titled owner, and who actually paid the bills. The answer was Daniel, every month, every quarter, every year, with consistent payment timing. Elliot then searched the state business registry for BNB Holdings and related entities. BNB Holdings was formed 11 months earlier, with a mailing address at Nathan's house. Registered agent was a document preparation service, a common marker of concealment structures. The timing matched Daniel's behavior, and Elliot called it a shell used for hiding. By day 3, Elliot found the clearest proof, a wire transfer from Daniel to escrow. The memo line said down payment, and 3 days later a deed recorded under BNB. That same week Maya found another text, where Daniel claimed it was restructuring for taxes. Elliot told Evelyn the case had moved from suspicion to evidence that a judge respects. He also told her not to wait, and to seek a court order freezing transfers immediately. Evelyn filed an emergency motion for a temporary restraining order on asset transfers. She requested mandatory disclosure of any accounts and properties with beneficial ownership interests. She requested expedited discovery, because delay is the favorite tool of the dishonest spouse. The judge signed the temporary order within 24 hours, and service followed fast. Daniel was served at his office, and his confidence started cracking in public. That night, Daniel called Maya and accused her of being hostile and trying to ruin him. He claimed the properties belonged to Nathan, and he called Maya greedy for asking questions. Maya listened, then said one sentence, "The mortgage payments are coming from your account." Daniel went quiet, then changed tactics, calling it temporary and offering private settlement. Maya told him to speak to her attorney, and she ended the call calmly. Evelyn sent Daniel's attorney a letter with a forensic summary and supporting documentation. The letter included property records, transfer timelines, tax contradictions, and corporate registry findings. It included one sentence that mattered: deny beneficial ownership and re-seek sanctions. Daniel's attorney asked for time, and Evelyn gave him 48 hours only. Within that window, the tone changed, and he asked what Maya wanted to resolve. Evelyn said Maya wanted accurate disclosure, lawful division, and fees caused by concealment. Then the case turned against Daniel, because the assets were in Nathan's name legally. Nathan Bennett received a subpoena, and he became part of the case whether he wanted. Nathan called Daniel, then called Evelyn, then claimed he was only helping family. Evelyn asked Nathan if he paid for the properties, and Nathan said no. Evelyn asked if Nathan paid mortgage, taxes, or insurance, and Nathan said no again. Evelyn said then you are holding title for someone else, and the court will see. Elliot produced a final report, not emotional, just math, timing, and documentary proof. The report listed rental income, equity buildup, transfers, and every hidden account location. It also found a brokerage account under B&B Holdings funded from Daniel's transfers. It found a cash management account under Nathan, used to pay contractors for renovations. It found a small equipment leasing side business Daniel never disclosed, funded by the same. Elliot mapped the cash flows, showing Daniel's income feeding Nathan's accounts in steady loops. The hidden asset pool raised the marital estate by several million once everything was counted. At the next hearing, the judge ordered full disclosure and warned Daniel about contempt. The judge also warned about fee shifting, meaning Daniel could pay Maya's legal costs. That warning changed everything, because hiding assets becomes expensive when a judge sees it. The court ordered bank subpoenas, and Daniel's story started collapsing under third-party records. Settlement negotiations moved quickly, and Maya asked for nothing beyond what the law allows. She asked for half of marital assets, support based on actual income, and legal fees. The final settlement reflected the forensic reality, not Daniel's original story of being broke. Maya kept the marital home, and a trust transfer was confirmed through court order. Daniel kept one rental property, but the equity split was adjusted to restore fairness. Maya received 2 rental properties outright, with clear title and documented income streams. The brokerage account was split with an offset, and the cash accounts were disclosed fully. Daniel paid a lump sum covering Maya's attorney fees and forensic accounting costs. A written stipulation was filed stating Daniel titled marital assets under third parties intentionally. Nathan signed an affidavit confirming he held title at Daniel's direction, then was released. Maya did not celebrate publicly, and she did not post anything or start rumors. She went quiet and rebuilt, because she had 2 kids and a future to protect. 3 months later, she refinanced 1 rental, stabilized cash flow, and funded college accounts. She also updated her will, her insurance, and her banking access, because stability matters now. She kept 1 document from the case in a folder, the first 72-hour summary. It reminded her that time matters, documents matter, patterns matter, and professionals matter. Daniel did marry his assistant later, but that was never the legal point of this story. The legal point was the lie, and the lie did not survive bank records and tax filings. And that is how Maya Bennett watched a spouse claim poverty, then watched the spreadsheet speak. If this story hit your justice receptors, subscribe to Tangled Stories and share it wisely. Because here every story has a twist, and sometimes that twist is in public records. I am Brett, and I will see you in the next one.